Welcome back to Majik Ministries, everyone. I am Nina Diedrich, the Magic Mom, and, well, I welcome you to this space. Thank you, as always, for showing up, and we're going to be getting a little message today from the Woman Runes deck by Molly Reamer. The messages lately have been a little bit confusing to try and decipher, and I know a few other readers and channelers are also having a little bit of difficulty to latching into the collective energy right now, just because it is really scattered and we're all kind of going different directions at the moment. So I'm going to do my very best to get a good collective reading for everyone today, but keep in mind that this may not resonate with you, and if it doesn't, well, you know, hopefully another message might. There are over 900 videos on this channel, so I'm sure there's a message in here for you somewhere, so please feel free to go back and look through previous videos as well if this one is not quite hitting the mark. As always, thank you for showing up, and every like, subscribe, and share helps out the channel immensely. So, the Woman Runes deck was originally created by Shakina Mountain Water, and she was a huge mover in the whole divine feminine movement, and we're going to kind of be stepping into that and really diving into this whole divine feminine aspect today. I just feel it's really important right now that we all kind of get in touch with our emotionality and our feelings and things like that, and really ground that into our highest aspect at the moment. I am going to use the book today. I usually don't, but I feel like there is a message in there for someone. All right, so let's get started, huh? All right, we got 5 that popped out right here in my hand. The first one is the merging card. Oh, it might help if I hold these right side up. The 2 circles card. This is about merging, and this is also a 30. So the 30 goes down to a 3 in numerology, and that's really about creation. It could have something to do with fertility too. So maybe somebody is out there, you know, trying to create a new life. And if so, you know, you could be on the right track. We get the wand card. This is a 37, which boils down to a 10, and which is about completion. So it's also the blessing card, and I really love the fact that it's coming out with the 2 circles card too as well. The seed. Hey, this is indeed the actual pregnancy card too. So there could be a big message, and if any of you are hearing about new babies coming into existence, hit me up in the comment box below and let me know if this is hidden for you. We get the pendulum card too with it as well. This is the 11. 11 is a portal number. This is about our karma, the old patterns that we're completing too as well. And we get the box, which is the last card in this grouping. And the box is about our boundaries and where we're placing those right now. The lessons that we've learned, which also can go back to the karma card as well. The seed card can also represent change and things that we're waiting for, to not just an actual pregnancy, but it could be just something that we're waiting to birth into existence through our manifestation too as well. So let's jump into the book, and we'll start with the 2 circles card. Okay, and the 2 circles says that we come together with others in a dance of being so intricate as to be unfathomable. We enter their spheres, they enter ours, linked, connected, drawing apart, remaining cells linked forever in the overall body of humanity, meiosis and mitosis, separation and connection, always balancing these twin forces. So recognize when sinking into another is a thing of holy beauty, and recognize when pulling away is the same. Holding hands, linking arms, forming interlocking circles of strength, a chain stretching across time and space, carried lightly on wings of eternity, and nestled, curled, and connected in the womb of an ancient mother. Interdependence cannot be denied is the ultimate message behind this card. So remember, it is essential to survival and strength, because we are all one, right? Indeed, a good reminder in that card. The Wand card's message is a little bit longer, and it says that this is the Rune of Blessing, making sacred, honoring, calling in, sending forth, marking boundaries, consecration, and blessing. It says, destiny is knocking and ready to link hands with yours. So pick up your wand, claim your birthright, your power, and your destiny, and step out with strength, confidence, and flow. Mark your boundaries without apology or hesitation. Cast the circle, consecrate your heart, and know your body as a temple, your person as an offering, and your spirit as a gift. Cast a circle with your breath, plant your feet firmly on solid ground, and draw upon the ancient wisdom that waits for you. Let go of that which holds you back. Open wide to embrace that which calls your name, whispering from deep, secret places, from bright, shining spaces, and from quiet corners of your soul. So name it, bless it, be it, do it, hold it, know it, and live it. It's time to call in that which you need and offer out that which you have. Giving, receiving, like the very breaths you take upon this earth. Honor the pulse of blood through your veins, the sparkle of ideas through your mind, the breath filling your lungs, and the energy that moves you forward. Honor, bless, dedicate, consecrate. Hold deep, knowing of the inherent worth and value of that which is within you and around you. Hold yourself, hold the vision, hold the truth, and hold the power. The ultimate message behind the Wand card says, wave your wand in blessing, in dedication, and in honor. Right? And that is really what a lot of us are trying to do. Stand in that honor of our soul. And then ignite that in others too, as well, as we go. And in that way set those new boundaries for the new life that we wish to live, right? Let's move on to the seed. The seed is the 23 card, which adds up to a 5. And it's not lost on me that it denotes change. So, this is the rune of waiting, ripening, pregnancy, and assessment. It says something waits beneath the surface of your life. If you listen, if you're quiet, you can hear her breathing, stretching out, reaching forth. Change. It is coming. Peeking up from beneath the soil, a tender green shoot of possibility and promise, waiting to be nurtured. Do you have room for new growth? Are you able to water and tend to your dreams? Are you able to let light shine upon them? What in your life may be withering from neglect? And what has attempted to sprout but has been cut down or uprooted or malnourished? She's waiting there in dark spaces, waiting to uncurl, unfurl, unfold, and become. This is a rune of possibility, a rune of deepest wishes, a rune of potential and promise. Something new is taking shape. Something new is waiting to be tended to. Growth happens in dark places and change grows in dark spaces. Life, it is on its way. Listen, a seed is calling. What does she need? What do you need? You do know. And it's time to dig in the dirt, time to lie on the earth, time to soak up the sun and be cleansed by the rain, time to send down roots and send up shoots. Put down roots, send up shoots. Put down roots and send up shoots. But the ultimate question of this card is, what are you growing? What are you growing? What are we all growing? And what the fuck are we doing here? It's really the ultimate question, right? And the answer is we're creating. We're creating that which we choose, that which we wish, that we will. But what is it that you're willing? The Pendulum Card may hold a little bit of an answer. It is the 11. So, what questions does this card hold for us? What messages come forth? Because this is the rune of karma, justice, ethics, trust, conscience, and old patterns. And it says stop making bargains with life, with yourself, with the divine. And let the pattern unfold and the rhythm emerge. What once was will be. What will be, will be. And what is. It has been said that the arc of the universe is long and bends toward justice. Root yourself in an ethic of care. Trust that as the pendulum swings, tick, tock, it will eventually return to partnership, cooperation, and love. You know you can trust yourself to do what is right. You know you can trust your own conscience and the rhythm of your own heart. So which way is the pendulum of your own life swinging right now? Is it bending towards justice? Is it rooted in care? Do the outward expressions of your being reflect your deepest and truest values? Are you walking your talk? Are you living what you claim to desire? Are you doing it? Are you doing this work? Are you being it? Can you allow yourself? Can you give yourself permission? Take a deep breath right now. Open your hands. Drop your shoulders. Release your brow. Feel yourself planted on the earth in this moment. And then ask yourself, what do I know to be true? In and out. In and out. Thrum, thrum, thrum. You can hear it. The ultimate message of this card says, pay attention to your heart. She's talking to you. But are you listening? It's a very valid question right now, during a very valid time in all of our lives. Are you following the dictates of your soul by listening to what your heart is telling you? Or are you following the fear and your ego It's time for us to let go of that, isn't it? And I think that's where the box card comes in. And it is the number 8, infinity. So what it is that we want to create in infinite ways in this life as we progress? Let's get this card. All right. This is the Rune of Boundaries, limitation, stability, and lessons. It says boundaries, hemmed in, closed off, boxed off, or safe, protected, and asserted. How do you need to stand up for yourself? What do you need to speak out about? How do you own your own needs? And how do you respect your own inner call? What do you want to do? How do you want to spend your time? The box reminds us of the critical importance of saying no and how that relates to our ability to stay alive, vibrant, connected, and vital. In order to be of good service, in order to be strong and healthy, sometimes we will disappoint others, let them down, say no to good ideas, good projects, and even sometimes to legitimate requests for help. But what does your body want from you? What does your soul want from you? What do you need? And heed that call. Set firm boundaries, establish personal space, and draw lines in the sand if needed. Mothers know, women know, that boundaries must also be fluid and flexible, because that which cannot yield when necessary snaps and breaks. So make sure that in your effort not to become taken advantage of, you do not become shut off, boxed in, and unable to connect. We must forever balance the forces of separation and connection with boundaries. Boundaries, lines, squares, diamonds, protective forces, sometimes with sharp edges, sometimes with assertive language, but blessedly essential to wholeness of being and defragmentation of self. Sometimes we desperately need the box, and so we refine these boundaries, hone them, trust them, own them, and respect them in ourselves and in others, when that is what our lives call out for. The message of this card says, the time has come to draw firm lines with yourself and also with others. As a final message from this deck, we're going to look at the bottom card. And what do we get but 22, the doubling of the pendulum, the Sisters card, the Rune of Friendship, bonding, sisterhood, something that we're all looking for right now, especially in this time where we're all forced to be in separation. But there are so many ways that we can stay connected, this channel being one of them. And I thank all of you for your connections with me as you visit me here in this space. So let's read the final message from the Sisterhood card. This is also about promises and vows. And in a way, the honoring of those. The Dark Moon card is underneath it, which represents the new moon coming up on the 20th, which is another 2. It's also the second moon, that new moon that we've had in Cancer in the last cycle. This card is the rune of friendship, sisterhood, bonding, and promises and vows. So reach out your hand to your sister. She's reaching back. Fingers touch in a moment of solidarity, and suddenly you know that you have never been alone. This friendship is ancient, wise, and deep, and it crosses boundaries of time, space, culture, tradition, values, and becomes part of the fabric of something eternal that women have been weaving since the first woman took the first breath. Some sisters come and some sisters go. Some become entwined with you so that your paths and destinies intersect permanently in an unfolding spiral of becoming, exploring, learning, and knowing together. This rune calls you to circle with your sisters. It calls you to gather the women. It calls you to drum, to dance, and to sing together. It calls you to make ceremony and ritual and magic and celebration together. It calls you to comb out her hair, to place a crown of flowers in it, to wash her feet with love, to cry with her, to laugh with her, to sing with her, to celebrate her and yourself and yourselves together. It calls you to make eye contact, to see her, to really see her and say, I hear you, I hear you. Message received. When you promise to be true to a friendship, you are promising to be true to yourself as a woman on this earth. And when you create ritual together, you are creating a microcosm of what could be, of what can be, of what is possible. And you are giving birth to what women's relationships and friendships can look like. Whole, healthy, strong, accepting, supportive, honest, authentic, graceful, and real. So keep your eyes open. Look for her. Don't be afraid to offer an invitation, a shoulder, a hand, or a song. Let her know she's welcome. Let her know you're safe. Let her know you're willing to birth something new together. Invite her in. Ask her to stay. Make her tea. Say thank you and be open to receive. Remember that relationships are reciprocal and you can give in healthy ways to each other. This cord of sisterhood is eternal and strong, but it requires attention, dedication, honesty, and power to continue weaving the strands into deeper, more authentic connection and trust. Ultimately, this card is saying, listen, she calls your name. Go dance with her, barefoot in the sand. And remember, that is where you will find your ultimate wisdom. It seems like the divine feminine is reminding us that we need not be alone. Because we are many, right? And the more we pool those resources of love together, the higher the evolution of all of our souls can go. And in that way, we can step through this fourth dimension of uncertainty into the fifth dimension of the realization of all of our dreams and hopes, despite what is in this moment right now. In a way, this whole situation that we're all going throughout the world right now through together is just reminding us that we are one. And in that unity, we can find the boundaries of our own soul and realize that, well, it's touching the boundary of someone else's. We can unite in that sisterhood. Because the Divine Feminine is calling. Gaia is calling. But are you listening? Are you ready to take up that mantle? Renew those promises and vows that we made when we were children to love each other forever. I know I am. That's why I'm here. To help you remember how. And in that way, we raise up the entirety of the world and all the souls in it by reminding them that we're here to be love. We are the light in the dark. And we are many and mighty. Let's get one more love note from the universe through the Nature's Whisper Oracle. Looks like I actually got two. We have a repeat of the number 23, change. It's reminding us that you are worth it, as are we all. And with the 36, reminding you to follow your intuition and heed its call. There it is. She's calling. Are you listening? And are you ready to finally stand up and answer that age-old question and renew that bond of sisterhood? And if you are, hit me up in the comments. Let me know you're in. And if you need some help in that process of hearing her better, hit me up in my email. And we'll get it all squared away. That is what I'm here for, right? To remind you who and what you really are. Whether it be by example or through some other channeled message to your soul. So, no matter which card you picked, and I think I'm going to timestamp all of these cards separately, or whether they all resonated with you, let me know. And as always, thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for stopping in here and sharing my space. And most of all, thank you for being part of the reason why the world is changing one soul at a time. Because you're willing to change your own. So, go out, be good. Be good to yourselves and keep being good to each other. Because that is how we're changing the world, one soul at a time. Remember, everything is always working out for you. All your wants and needs are met above and beyond your greatest expectation. And you are safe, loved, protected, and prosperous. Always. In all ways. Until next time, my friends. I love you all beyond measure. See you later.